Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a quick video to just announce a couple of things. Against my previously better judgment, probably worse judgment actually, now that I think about it, but anyway, forget the phraseology of that. I've decided to institute a schedule on the channel. So that's the most important news. We'll go through that first. Basically, the way it's working out at the minute is Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, those are the days I'm going to upload videos. So it's 3 videos a week, usually very long ones, like an hour or slightly less. And you may occasionally, if I've recorded if I've had the time to record some extra stuff, you'll get maybe more than 1 video per day. But the way it's probably going to work out at the minute is Wednesdays is when I'm going to upload a Morrowind video. Sundays I will upload a Skyrim video, and Friday will be whatever else. So at the minute, right at the minute, it's probably, Dawn of War videos. I do some more of those Dawn of War skirmishes until I, move on to something else. Probably move back to Stalker or something, I don't know. So yeah, it's a limited schedule. It's only 3 days a week, but they are long videos, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time to watch long videos and stuff. Well, the thing is, these days with YouTube, you can stop watching a video whenever you like, and it will save where you were, and when you come back to it later, it will pick up where you left off. That's what I do all the time, because I watch really long, like 2-hour videos all the time from some of the channels I watch, and I don't watch them all in one sitting. I don't sit there for 2 hours watching them. I watch them in like 30-minute segments or something, and I come back to it later, and YouTube saves your progress. So, that's just what you can do with my videos, frankly. Because it's just easier for me if I can upload a big hour-long video 3 times a week versus trying to split it all out and then do one every single day. That's just way less convenient for me personally, and that means that it will mean, well, you'll get, the more convenient it is for me, the more videos you'll actually get. So, I feel like it's a no-brainer, frankly. Anyway, let's see. So that's the thing. So Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, and obviously I will still be streaming for now on Saturdays when we're doing the Baldur's Gate series at the minute. So we're doing Baldur's Gate 2, which is going all right. The game is not easy. I'm sort of learning more about how it works as I go along and gradually muddling my way through it. But so far so good-ish. That I don't know. For now, it's on Saturdays. For now, it's every Saturday at 8 PM. But I might move it to Fridays. I don't know. I might move it to Fridays because there's a couple of things coming up that I'm doing which I might have to do on a Saturday, which means that I would need to do that instead of the stream on Saturday. So I might have to move that stream to a Friday. I apologize if that's inconvenient for people, but it's just I might have to do it. I can't move it to a Sunday because on Sunday evenings I'm out. I'm not here. I'm busy doing other stuff. So I can't do it on Sunday evenings either. Basically, it has to be Friday or Saturday. So that might be a thing that happens. As for those other projects, basically, I'm gonna tell you what they are rather than keeping you in the dark like I normally would, because at least this way you know that I'm working on stuff and not just sort of lying around doing nothing. I am actually working on stuff. So there's 2 things I'm doing. One is I'm writing up bits for a Warhammer 40k narrative campaign. So that would be with Tabletop Simulator, because sadly I lack the resources presently to do it with an actual camera and an actual table with models and shit like that. I've been doing it with Tabletop Simulator, and I don't know when that will start. I've still got a lot of preparation to do for it and stuff like that, and obviously I need to find days where I can record it with the person I'm playing it with. Which is Angus, by the way. But anyway, so that's the thing that I'm going to do. I know a lot of you will immediately think, I'm not interested in that, but I would honestly give it the benefit of the doubt, at least to begin with, because it's not like, in fact, I'm probably going to put some B-reel footage in the background here, which may well end up being the last 40k stream I did, just because that's one of the bits of footage I've got lying around that I was going to do something with and then decided not to. But it's not going to be anything like the Tabletop Simulator streams I've done in the past. It will be virtually unrecognizable from those. if you enjoy the sort of cinematic things I do in my Let's Play series, like the one I literally just did in the Skyrim series, and then the last video I put up for that, if you enjoy that sort of thing, that 40k narrative campaign series will contain lots of that sort of thing. So if that's what you enjoy, it's very narrative focused, it's very character focused, if that's the kind of thing you like, I would give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a watch when it does eventually drop, when I've actually got my shit together and figured it out and then filmed the first session, which will be heavily edited and cut down to a reasonable watching length and so on and so forth. So yeah, so by basically what I'm saying is, for those of you who are immediately, as soon as I mentioned it, were like, nah, not interested. Actually, please maybe give it a chance, because I think you'd be surprised. The other thing is I am intending to start a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So I'm a busy bee at the moment, as you can imagine. So I'm reading through lots of rule books. Yeah, I'm intending to start a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Again, the details of that have yet to be sorted out. I don't even know what kind of program I'm going to use to do it, to be honest with you, because I could use Roll20, because it's going to be done with people on the internet. It's not a real life thing. Again, I don't have the resources for that, by which I mean mostly just I know people in IRL who obviously do play Dungeons and Dragons, but the problem is convincing people to actually come on a camera and be scrutinized by the internet. That's something you take for granted as someone who makes videos for a living, but lots of people don't like going on, putting their face on the internet and for the comments section to have a go at. It's a little bit intimidating. So, but anyway, it's going to be with people from the internet, maybe some of the Let's Players who you're already familiar with, actually. But that's a thing. It'll probably start off with a sort of pilot episode type thing, and we'll decide from there whether we want to go any further with it. But in an ideal world, it would be quite fun to do a full D&D campaign type thing. But yeah, lots of preparation to do in that regard. Lots of things to think about, including what program we're going to use. I mean, there's Roll20, which is free and is designed for D&D, which is great and all. But my only problem with Roll20 really is that it's a bit of an eyesore. It doesn't make for a very good viewing experience, in my opinion. It's it's in a web browser. It's not. I hold myself to a certain standard of production value in my videos, and I feel like Roll20 is just a bit bleh. So the only other alternative would probably be something like Tabletop Simulator, which of course would require everyone involved to actually have a copy of. So that represents a hurdle in its own right. So. Anyway, that's stuff to think about going forward. But those are two of the projects I am working on at the moment in the background. So if anyone thinks I'm being lazy, God damn it, I am absolutely not being lazy. I would much rather just sit here doing Let's Play videos instead. It's fucking easier. But it's not what I want to do. It's not as fun and stuff. So yeah, there you go. So that's the main things. Those two projects I am currently working on. We have a schedule now, sort of. Hopefully, it'll work out. Subject to a bit of change here and there. We'll see how we get on with it. But I've already kind of started following it this last week anyway, because I uploaded Morrowind on Wednesday and Skyrim on Sunday. We only missed out Friday, so yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on with that. And the other thing is, obviously, there's other projects I'm working on. And what else? Is there anything else? Is there? Well, I mean, you may get other videos of some kind on other days of the week, like this one, for example, right now. Just as and when I feel like doing them. But yeah, in addition to that, I mean, let me think. Some people. I've had a surprising number of people, if I'm honest, actually. Whenever I talk about on stream my sort of 40k stuff and that side of things, my all my modeling stuff, by which I mean plastic models, not actual modeling. No. I've had quite a few requests to sort of do some videos where I show off my my armies and my miniatures and stuff like that, because I've obviously put quite a bit of time and effort into them, and I consider myself a reasonably okay-ish, not too bad painter as well. So people have asked me to sort of make a couple of videos or something like that, where I can show them off and explain what they're about and stuff like that, the background and fluff, and the different characters I have, because I have lots of characters in my armies. I like to have characters in them. Obviously, it's a natural extension of the fact that I love playing RPGs and that sort of thing. So most of my 40k armies have a bit of a cast of colourful characters associated with them on the tabletop. And people have asked me to do some videos where I could showcase those. I'm completely okay with doing so, absolutely. The only problem is at the minute I need a webcam of some sort, which is not a shit one like the one I currently have, which has no focus on it. I need a webcam with an autofocus on it or something like that, so I can actually zoom in and show you a model. Because right now, if I try and hold a model up to the camera, it's just blurry as hell and it doesn't work. So that's a thing I need to do. So for those of you who asked for me to do something like that, that may be coming as soon as I get my hands on a decent camera. What else? What else? Big thank you, I suppose, again to the people who've been supporting me on Patreon over the last week or so. Your help is greatly appreciated. You've more than made up for the... well, I don't know, actually, I've done the maths on it, frankly, but I think you've at least partially made up for the sudden nosedive in ad revenue, which is good stuff. It still seems to be completely... If anyone wants to keep up with the latest on this, but it still seems completely inconsistent in terms of what videos can be monetized or not. The latest Skyrim video, for example, is freely monetizable. It hasn't been demonetized at all. As of doing this now, I'll probably go and check after this video's done and it's been demonetized, but so far it seems to be just completely fine, whereas the Morrowind one I uploaded was almost instantly demonetized, and I sent off a manual review for it, and eventually they got back to me today and said that yes, it's suitable for advertisers. Whereas the previous Dawn of War video, still, I have heard nothing on. That apparently is not suitable for advertisers for some reason. So, I don't know. It's a mess is what it is, but it doesn't seem to be improving anytime soon. It's just a bit of a joke, really, frankly, but anyway. Oh dear. Never mind. Anyway, so more to come. More stuff working on. More things. Things are happening. Things are good. Things is good. We hope. Honestly, I feel very, very busy between all of that and the other stuff I've got going on IRL as well, but we'll manage. I'm sure we'll make it work. And I hope you enjoy the upcoming stuff that I'm working on for the next few weeks at least. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So to sum up, new schedule. A couple of new series that are not actual video games, technically speaking. So they're a bit different. And also the other thing that I just said and now I've completely forgotten about. Never mind. Feeling a bit scatterbrained today, to be honest with you. I haven't had a lot of sleep, actually. I'm just sort of making this video off the cuff because I have a few spare minutes here in my day before I have to go off and do something else. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I have this horrible feeling that I was supposed to say something in this video and now I've forgotten what it was. I really do have this feeling like I've forgotten something important and now I can't remember. But never mind, I'm assuming that was probably everything, probably. I always forget stuff in these videos, never mind. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Toodaloo. Catch you next time. Yeah, no, that really is everything, yeah. Bye!